Happy holidays.
Hey man, say man, what it do? It's your boy More Drive, man. It's another episode of Know That Sport Podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity. Me and my guy Walter Sringer, man. Happy holiday to everybody. What it do, bro?
Man, I'm off today.
I hear,
That's why I'm on here this early. I'm off today.
I hear that.
Let's talk about these games, man. I love, man, boy. It's once we reach this part of the season, man, this part of the schedule, I love it because you get more divisional games, you get more opportunities for teams to really decide these divisions, and you always got room for those lesser teams to jump up and bite some of those teams that's really competing. So
Kill them lesser team. It's time for them lesser team to kill your dreams. That they job now. They job now to kill somebody's dreams. For example, Tennessee, Houston. Houston job is to kill Tennessee dreams. I'm saying right now. Because they ain't got that going on.
yeah, I don't think Houston really wanted to kill anybody's dreams though. They kind of want to roll over and just finish this season. They have no shot at making the playoffs, so there's really no point in them even winning. Honestly,
If Tennessee, if Tennessee and Chicago fight for that number one seed. And it's the other way around. It ain't who win, it's who lose.
oh, you said Tennessee and who?
Chicago.
For which number one seed? You talking about with the draft?
Pick. Yeah.
Not the draft. No, not
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Not Houston.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Itch it out, my bad. Houston
Well,
and
no, Houston's still stuck on one win though.
you right
They ain't
about that.
they ain't about
But
to
they
beat
they,
the
they,
other
they need but the Chicago is right behind them though.
Yeah.
Like it's
Chicago
like
got
it's
3
like
wins though.
it's the same way you know how we say when we use Jacksonville for example. If Jacksonville win out and Tennessee lose the game, Jacksonville make the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
If Houston win out and Chicago lose the game or lose out, Chicago get the first round pick. If Chicago lose the game and Tennessee win one, I like Tennessee, Houston. I keep saying Tennessee, and Houston win one. Houston lose one and Chicago win a game. Houston get the number one pick. So
Chicago is them boys. Houston still stuck on one win.
Chicago ain't got number 3.
Yeah, but Houston Houston got to go on a winning streak though for them to even for Chicago to even overtake them though.
Chicago, yeah, Houston got to win like what 2 games?
Chicago got to come here next week on New
They
Year's
may
Day.
lose y'all. They may lose y'all. Let's say Houston got that fuck around and win in their 2 games. And Chicago lose in their 2 games. Houston get number 1 pick. I mean, Chicago be get up for that pick. So the last 2 weeks, Houston just played tough against Kansas City. They could lay down against Kansas City. They played them folk tough. The game before that played the Cowboys. They played them folk tough. They let you know I don't think they went to laying down.
Yeah, they just ain't winning the games though. They just making bonehead mistakes late in these games to cough them up.
They ain't trying to though. They trying to win. They tried to beat the Cowboys.
It kind of looked like we getting a little too close to our success. Cough this boy up.
Just like I was saying earlier, could be the button could be mashed now. You can believe that. The button could be mashed. They could got to hit the button, be like, hey, turn it down. They could do that. But Sunday, man, Sunday we really got them with 3 games and then 1 game come on Monday. So all the activity really went down Saturday. All the good activity. I don't see too much what's going on with this Sunday and Monday game. Ain't too many games. Out of these 4 games, none of them really kept my attention like that. I think everything went down good on Saturday. But it's still 4 games to talk about. And the first game, you brought that game up on the Thursday night edition that we talked about. You called this your excuse me game. I didn't forget that. I thought about that shit every after that episode. I was like, he went to Sunday and called it his excuse me game.
Yeah.
Before I ask you about the excuse me part, who you like straight up though?
Ooh, man,
Green Bay, Miami.
It's rough, man. I mean, my brain says Miami, given the fact that they at home. but I think both teams have the same strengths, and both teams have the same weaknesses. When I look at both of those secondaries, what scares me about Green Bay is the fact that Green Bay got injuries. Period. Two of their best players and young players in Stokes, the corner, and they're gonna miss that speed in the secondary with Waddle and Tyreek Hill out there, and Rashawn Gary. Both of those guys are on IR right now, so it's gonna be tough for that secondary. They're gonna need to have a hell of a game from Jair Alexander. But then if you look at Miami, same thing. Like outside of Xavier Howard on his island, the only other dude that really scares me in that secondary is Javon Holland. So what it comes down to is who is gonna be Javon Holland's assignment, and that goes back to Green Bay. I think Robert Tonyan, the tight end, can have a big game if they decide they want him to have a big game, because Miami doesn't really have a matchup for him.
I think he is the mismatch. He is a big mismatch at tight end that they got in Green Bay. But when they boil down to it, they wide receivers don't scare me at all.
Green Bay's?
Yeah, they wide receivers don't scare me.
Well, Watson's been a touchdown machine the last few weeks, though. And that's a lot of speed, man.
He fast. He fast. But I don't think that speed will scare Howard.
But that's if Howard going to travel with him. I don't think Howard going to really travel with him like that. Now, if Miami
I don't know the other corner. I think the other corner was number 40 or something.
Couple young dudes. They lacking. Because Byron Jones is in there, so they lacking right now.
Yeah, I like Byron Jones. I was just saying his name. I like Byron Jones too, but I see why the Cowboys got rid of him. He can't stay out of the doctor's office. He been nicked up. He been nicked up a pretty good bit since he got to Miami. I like him though. I like him out here, especially that corner. He used to play safety. They got him in corner. I like him in corner.
Yeah,
but he can stay out of the doctor's office. Yeah, he can stay out of the doctor's office. But I can't see nobody for the Miami Dolphins secondary. Ain't one of them wide receiver play for the Packers. And I don't give a damn how fast Watson. Ain't the name is Watson, what the boy name is? I don't give a damn how fast he is. And the reason why I don't give a damn how fast he is, he dumps away faster than goddamn Tyreek Hill in the water. These niggas practice with these folks all the time. So his speed won't scare them. I don't think so. They got to run with them folk that practice, and them two niggas are fast. I believe the offensive line for the Green Bay Packers gonna hurt the Green Bay Packers. A guy like Nick Chubb gonna probably eat. I can see the Miami Dolphins getting back on track this game because they at home and they ain't gonna be cold.
Yeah, Bradley Chubb.
Yeah,
Chubb been a big addition.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see them. I can see Miami. I want that Green Bay to keep up. I want that able to keep up. I ain't seen the Miami Dolphins. Now I can take that back. They do it like that against the Bills. So they put up 20-some points. They do that with the Bills. The offense was explosive. It wasn't explosive how it looked when they be at home though. But last week was the first time in about 2 weeks I seen the Miami Dolphins team I've been looking at all year on offense. I expected to be their first game back at the crib because they've been on the road since the 49er game, man. They went to San Francisco, they went to LA, and they went to Buffalo. So they're like 3 road games. They did their first game back home in like 3 weeks. I'm expecting the Dolphins to get there, come on with it. They fight for their playoff lives just like Green Bay is. But I think Green Bay just the Walking Dead though. I think they just the Walking Dead. They think they got playoff lives. They ain't got playoff lives. It just look like they with the numbers. The Dolphins still really got a real chance. I believe they can get in. So I expect the Dolphins to beat them straight. Straight up, I think the Dolphins go there at home. And they was in Green Bay. I feel a little shaky about that. I probably still pick the Dolphins just the way they played against Buffalo at their house. But I look a little different when it comes to the numbers. I don't know how the numbers will be, but I think I look at the numbers a little bit different. But see, they in Miami. I think that speed gonna light Aaron Rodgers' ass up. And I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna try to keep up with them, and they're gonna make them get away from their run game. And Miami got them put off. Miami beat them. I like Miami to beat them straight up. I said, you like Miami to beat them straight up? Or you think, or you will take Aaron Rodgers? Let it be known now.
What's the spread?
Hold on before I get that. Let it be known. Green Bay winning don't help your team.
Oh no, you better trust me. I'm keeping it strictly about this particular game. I ain't thinking about Detroit at all. I'm keeping it strictly about Green Bay and Miami. And I just think that in this matchup, Green Bay offensively has a chance to be there. I don't think it has to necessarily be a 38-31 game, but I think Green Bay offensively can attack that secondary of Miami. Because as much as I like Javon Holland, I'm not sure if Javon Holland can really handle Robert Tonyan. And they don't really want Baker on the strong side of that offense, not the offense, yeah, but on the strong side of that defense, having to deal with Tonyan that much either. And Green Bay will move him around. So I just think that they can keep up with him. And the thing is, for an offensive team that can keep up, and you on the road, that's all you can ask for. So is it possible they can be in a 26-23 type of game, late fourth quarter, and Green Bay can make a couple plays, a special teams play, but here we go bringing in the factor of stuff that we can't really account for. You talking about a special teams touchdown, the big sack on defense. But another reason I really lean towards Miami is the fact
Nick Chubb coming from the blind side, you ain't see him.
Yeah. But I think one major thing that I am leaning towards with Miami is the fact that they running the ball a lot better. A lot better than I thought they would going into the at least Mozart. He's been good.
I'm gonna tell you why I think
Green Bay been giving up a lot of yards too.
What you said is right. I'm saying partially, and the reason why I said partially is right, because what you talking about they did in the first half against Buffalo. The first half against Buffalo, Miami rushed for 118 yards. At the end of the game, this same running back you talking about had 125 yards at the end of the game. Yeah. If I tell you that, if you didn't watch the game, you'll be like, well, I ain't gonna say you, but a person will be like, she got in the bill, locked the way the game down.
Oh, well,
no, they stopped running the goddamn ball.
Yeah.
They stopped running the ball. Miami stopped running the ball. And got there.
Well, because at the end of the day, we know what Miami and Mike Daniels.
They're not built to run the ball. They ain't gonna say they're not built to run the ball. They don't want to run the ball. They instead of them running the ball, they want to throw a screen pass or the ball out the backfield to the running back and work on the speed like that. Their team built on speed.
Well, yeah, they built on stretching the defense vertically and horizontally. So when they not throwing deep balls down the seam to Mike Gesicki or the Tyreek Hill, is Jalen Waddle and Trent Sherfield, the third dude. Is a lot of mesh routes, a lot of deep stuff. So they do a great job. They do a great job of stretching you vertically and horizontally. That's why I always say like a tight end. And I think that's a big reason why George Kittle been so successful. Well, I can't really put all the credit on Mike Daniels. I don't know how much of his hands was really on George Kittle and what the offense was doing in San Francisco. But that offense in Miami is very tight end friendly because those tight ends get a ton of space.
But you know why though?
Yeah, because of that speed.
Yes. Same way by Kelsey. Don't get me wrong, Kelsey got that still one of the best tight ends in the league. Some folks say he's the best. I put him at number 2 behind Kittle. But that's another argument on another day. But I bet Kelsey don't look as good as he looked last year. And he looked damn good this year. The reason why he don't look as good as he did last year because they don't have nobody to spread the field the way they had somebody to spread the field with Hill. So now
speed matters.
Yeah, so now we can get down, get in the middle of the field, pay more attention to Kelsey because we don't give a damn about the nigga on the outside. I don't think he can beat us on the fly route on a consistent basis. And got that, and a lot of plays, you got that they take Kelsey out the game. Like I seen them play. I forgot who they played. They played somebody. Damn, I forgot who they played, but they got to hit Kelsey. He fumbled and everything. They lost that game too. He fumbled the ball and everything because they focused on him. They had to focus on nobody else. So me bringing it up is the same way I'm saying about Miami. When we talking about they tight end, the reason why they tight end get a lot of balls and get a lot of plays going on. One, they got one tight end 6'8". Shout out to Big Hill. I forgot his name. His name started with a G or something. I forgot his name. I can't almost say his name wrong. But he didn't tight end. He was there last year. They got Water. He run a 4-2. You got Hill run a 4-2. But hell now, I ain't got time to worry about the middle. I got to get to that side. So the middle got to be open.
Help.
Yeah, so I just got to hope that you call a play that the tight end ain't doing a flat route. The tight end doing a post or in and out and some shit like that. And my linebacker or my safety or whatever, nickel cone, whatever I got on him, stay up under him. So goddamn, you can't goddamn throw nothing up underneath. But I think Miami just got too much speed for them folks. But I will say this though. I think the way for Green Bay to win this game, they got to focus on running the football. That's what we want to do. We should come out here, run the goddamn football, make y'all stop us from running the football, and then go up top. If they come out with we just finna just throw the ball and Aaron Rodgers throw the ball, and they gotta hit there with Dillon and Jones, and they'll beat them. I think they can beat them like that. They can't beat out like Aaron Rodgers throw the ball 45 times, they lose the game.
Oh no, I agree. I agree 100% because that offensive line right now, and then Bakhtiari, he still got an injury. He dealing with too.
He
And I
hurt.
guarantee he gonna play. And then that front of Miami with Chubb and Phillips and Wilkins, like them boys
They'll come
get
in.
after the
They'll come
quarterback,
in.
man. They'll
They'll
get after
come
the
in.
quarterback.
They'll come at him. So I like Miami straight up.
Yeah.
Dolphins getting away 4.5.
Ooh.
Before I answer this, I'm gonna let you answer this first. Who you think the Dolphins cover that 4.5?
It's yeah, I do. And the reason I do, I think that the more I thought about this game, and I know I said what I said a couple nights ago about Green Bay, but I've had a couple more days to stew on it and really think about it. Miami got a lot to play for right now. Not to say Green Bay doesn't, but I agree with what you said a little while ago. Green Bay don't understand they the Walking Dead. They looking at it from a numbers perspective, and the numbers and the graphic says that they're still in contention. But theoretically, you're not because you're 2 games behind Detroit.
And Minnesota in front of you.
Yeah, and you already dropped a game to Detroit. And in order for that final game in Week 18 to matter against Detroit at home, you would have to have won the previous 3 games, and I just don't see Green Bay being able to do it. So
and Detroit had to lose the previous 3 games.
Yeah, so I think overall the game means a lot more to Miami because theoretically, mentally, it matters. Common sense more, it matters more to Miami. Miami's the better team. Miami is at home, and Miami coming off an emotional game against Buffalo last week that they lost. So everything points towards Miami winning. I'll take the Dolphins, and I'll take the Dolphins to cover that 4.5.
I like the Dolphins straight up to win the game. I know I just said a lot of shit about how Green Bay that they don't respect them wide receivers and shit like that. I don't see the Miami Dolphins with the killer instinct. What I mean by that is I done seen Miami too many times get up by 10 points, 14 points. I'm going to say 10. I ain't going to say 14. Get up by 10 points. I don't see a lot of teams, not just Miami. They get up by 10 points and then just come out the gas. So, me come out the gas is I get up by 10. You come down, you score 7 points. I'm up by 3. I come out and get 7 more. You can't never get up under that 3. I can't get you up under that. I can't. You gonna never get past that 3. I'm gonna say Miami don't cover them 4.5 for 2 reasons. I seen Green Bay play Buffalo real tough, and I think they gave Green Bay like 9 points, 10 points, or some shit like that. And Green Bay got there, allowed that game by 3 points to Buffalo. The weather should not be ain't gonna be no factor. Period. The same way Miami gonna be out there and be comfortable out there, I think Green Bay gonna be comfortable as well. I say Miami beat Green Bay by something like maybe 4. I think that 0.5 will catch Miami ass. So I say Miami don't cover the 4. I say they won't cover that 4.5. I think Green Bay will come to the party good enough to keep it more aggressive, 24, 28, something like that. Could be a 25, 28, something like that. But I think 4.5 too much. I think they won't beat them by 5 points or more. I say it'd be 4 or less, to be real.
Well, I think it's going to come down to the matchup, too. And regardless of what Green Bay may have looked like offensively this season, you still got to respect the fact that Aaron Rodgers out there slinging the ball around, and they do got some guys that can run on the outside. So, like the comment of what you said.
I like the run game.
Yeah.
Hey, run game.
I like the comment on what you mentioned about the points. I think theoretically, if I get up on you by 10 points, I got to get up on you by 20. And if I get up on you by 20,
how your mind frame supposed to be.
Yeah, and when I get up on you by 20, I can't, because teams going to go on runs. Even bad teams go on runs, especially if you get up on the team early by 20. If I get up on you by 20, I can't let you crack 10 points. Because if I let you crack 10 points, there's a good chance you're going to come back and slit my throat. Period.
Yes.
So you got to keep your foot on the gas. I think during this time year, Miami realized, because that's the offensive head coach too. So Miami realizes we got to keep our foot on the gas against Green Bay, because Green Bay can't strike quick. For it'll be a 66-yard touchdown pass to Chris Watson. So
I feel you on that part too. But I done seen Miami do it too many times. I done seen them do it too many times this year. They up on. Didn't they play y'all?
yeah, no, they ain't get up on us. We got up on them, and they
You
can't.
right. I say you right about that. But they did get up on y'all about y'all. They didn't cover the point they gave y'all.
Nah,
Y'all got they did the same thing. They did the same thing with Buffalo. They did this y'all. Y'all got up by them by like 10 points or something like that, or 14 or something like that, and they came and got up on y'all by 10 points. Y'all allowed that game by 3
I
points.
think we got up on them by 17 though.
And they got up by 10. Yeah. That's a 27-point margin. That's 27 points. They came and got up on y'all by 10 points. Y'all won by 3. I mean, they won by 3. So to get back up on y'all by 10 points, it had to be like the middle of the third quarter, some shit like that when they was up by 10. They let that. I see that with the Dolphins all the time. Like I don't see them come. I can't see that. I don't see that. I see them calling the dogs out. And the reason why this is why I'm about calling the dogs out. They really ain't call the dogs out. Really how they call their coach. It's how they coach. They want to throw the ball every play. When they get up by 14 points, instead of got there, hey, look, it's time to got there going to milk these folks out. We get out of the fourth quarter, we up by 14, or we up by 10, time to milk these folks out. They just come out and throw the ball, like Kelly Moe do. Same way Kelly Moe and that man looking like a little bit, like they might be kin. So they like to throw the ball. They can be running the ball. They running back and be getting 5.6 yards to carry. But they gonna still throw the ball. So if you keep throwing the ball, that means you go 3 and out, you get Aaron Rodgers time to get back in the game. You're not gonna pull off for them folks. You know, the coaching staff, they coaching style don't let you pull off. Unless they playing goddamn somebody who just can't score. They coaching staff won't let them pull off. The coaching style won't let them pull off. They want to throw the ball. Waddle, up top, heel, up top, cross route. If you're doing that, if you ain't completing past it, the clock's still running. I mean, the clock's stopping. So I don't think I say I take Green Bay with the 4.5. I don't think Green Bay will beat Miami, but I think they'll beat them with the 4.5. Over and under 45.5. Up the score with that 2 minute point.
Yeah, they got
48.5. I'm sorry, 48.5. I'm sorry. You think they're gonna up the score with that 2 minute point?
I can see 28. I can see Miami 28-21.
Up the score.
Put it at 49. I
can see up the score. I can see 28-24. Yeah, I can see that. I can see 28-24. I can see that. So I say up the score too. I say up the score. The Dolphins don't cover though. I said the Dolphins don't cover that. I take the 4.5 with Green Bay.
Yeah, because when you're looking at
it might be the big game out of all games. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It's the big game out of all games to me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, what you're looking at with two offensive teams, or at least two teams that got the potential to score points, you got the potential for overtime. I think this game right here, it got that type of potential. We both think it's gonna be a one possession game, though.
Yeah, I believe so too. I believe it's gonna go down to it's gonna go down. I don't see a Aaron Rodgers meme with him looking on the ground looking crazy. I don't see that. Next one up the bat. Man. A lot of have mercy game to me, really. The Denver Broncos. I don't know if Russell Wilson playing or not. He should be.
Nah, Rip is still playing.
Oh, the Broncos still playing?
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos against the LA Rams and Baker Mayfield.
Baker May.
In LA, who you like straight up before we get into the number?
I'm gonna take Denver. Denver defense is better right now this season than the Rams defense from the back end to the front end. I don't think the Rams offensively the Rams gonna be able to muster up anywhere near enough to really beat that defense. That secondary been lights out all season. They can't run the football. And I think the running back, Latavius Murray, he had a big game.
You think that's out of home?
Yeah, at least for this season. While my man Javonte Williams, he been out with that knee injury he had. But They found a little bit of a running game last week, and that defense is lights out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Denver beat them.
At first, I feel the same way you felt about them. Matter of fact, everything you said about them, I felt the same way, especially about the defense and shit like that. Their defense ain't no joke. The defense, one of the best in the league. They still got one of the best defenses in the league ever since. Been about that for the last couple of years. They just need a fucking quarterback. And I don't know what's up, Russ Wilson. He tripping. But since you just told me he not playing, I thought he was playing. I won't pick them. Since he ain't playing, and Denver flying to LA, well, I think gonna be real pretty and nice. I'm going with the LA Rams. I say Baker Mayfield wake up feeling danger. I don't like Baker Mayfield at all, really. But I think they playing at home. They playing
no matter how he feel.
To be truthful though, you right about that. But I think what's called like him. I think McVay like it. So they at home.
Yeah.
He should be real comfortable. This is his third game with him. This will be the Denver Broncos quarterback's second game starting, I believe. I believe so. I can't remember. I believe so. So I take Baker Mayfield to win the game at the house. I say what the name is, Bobby Wagner. I think Bobby Wagner and Ramsey. They good enough on the defense to stop Denver offense. I don't think the Rams offense gonna do too much against Denver defense too much, like you're saying. But I believe Baker Mayfield can make enough plays on their defense because I don't think they offense gonna do that on the Rams offense. The Rams defense to get by. So I take the Rams.
Well,
Denver is favorite 2.5.
Yep.
Denver is the favorite 2.5. So you feel they can cover that? The defense good enough to get them to cover the 2.5.
Oh Jesus. I can see a very low scoring game. I don't know why they got 36-5. I don't.
Well, we can go after them, folks. We can go after them at the same time. Under. They're 2 minute points.
Yeah.
They're 2 minute points.
I can see a 16. Well, that's close enough. I mean, it could be a 16-14 type of game, but
I ain't number 30 point though.
Yeah, that's close enough. But yeah, it's.
Right. I can see a six. I can see a. Yeah, I can see that too. But to be real, if Denver do win the game, well, I can see a goddamn 17-6.
Yeah.
I'm saying some shit like that. The reason why I say that,
I think they took the ball away from Arizona twice last week.
Yeah.
So like the defense been opportunistic too, and then
the defense butt naked. The defense butt naked.
Yeah, and then what the biggest threat for Denver on the outside is Judy, and then he gonna see a whole lot of Surtain, more than likely. So
I don't see a whole lot on Ramsey.
No, I'm talking about yeah, you're right. But that leaves nobody really for Surtain to see for the Rams with Jefferson. Everybody else hurt.
But now when you dealing with somebody like Baker Mayfield, how gonna be fucking with a nigga in the slot, the third wide receiver? He probably got a quote with them. I'm saying with the third wide, they ain't got nobody. They ain't got no number one really. Everybody hurt like you said. So whoever we put Preston Tate on, we got other plays for other niggas because we got plays for them.
Well, you got one of the top two safeties in the league too.
That make a big difference. Oh yeah, it's something else that make me say I like the Rams. I think McVay just gonna out-coach that boy. What the name is, McVay? Sean McVay?
He ain't out-coaching nobody else. What they got 10 losses on the season?
You right. Who? He a better coach than the Broncos. I mean Las Vegas.
I mean he is, but Denver.
They both 10-4. They both 10-4.
You're right, but I think the one thing Denver does really well is better than what the Rams do very well. I mean, the offense is a wash this season for Denver for the Rams, but that Rams defense ain't really all that much to write home about either. At least not compared to Denver. So we looking at Denver. I think Denver
when they ball
turnovers.
You right about that. But when they ball down to it, if we focus on the defense, we gotta go back to the offense side of the ball and see who we got throwing the ball, who you got managing the ball. You know, Baker Mayfield playing for a job.
Yeah, I mean,
Green Bay just beat them, but they didn't cover the point spread that they gave them. They didn't expect the Rams to do nothing. The Rams came in there and made it out of game in Green Bay.
Yeah,
they didn't pick the Rams to beat the Raiders at all. Baker Mayfield 2 days on the job. He won.
The Raiders did what they've been doing all season too.
So what had the Broncos been doing all season?
Winning ugly little games here and there.
They don't won 4 games. They like the Rams, so they virtually like they even match up everywhere. So when I gotta find out where they ain't even match up at, and they ain't even match up at the coaching staff, and they ain't even match up at the quarterback position at all. The defense they got a better defense than the Rams with all the folks out, but they defense, let's say their defense is 10. The Rams defense is a 7. They ain't nothing but a 3 margin. Yeah. McVay is a better coach than the Denver coach. How many? If McVay a 10, what you gonna get Denver coach? A 5. You gonna give him a 7 or 8 now? Denver coach is terrible. Them folk, they're terrible. That's why that's a lot why they 4-10. Cause they really terrible. The coaching staff. Because I don't think Russell Wilson that bad. He can't. Russell Wilson ain't that bad. He can't be that bad. Ain't no way the hell he's this terrible. So I put it on coaching staff and got that quarterback. I believe they win in them 2 positions, and that should get them by. But if Baker Mayfield come out and got them beat the Baker Mayfield, shit, all the games in Cleveland, or majority of the games in Cleveland, shit, Denver defense gonna got them put up 27 points. If Baker Mayfield come like that. But I don't expect Baker Mayfield to do it now.
I went to go look at the turnover margin. So Denver's +3, and the Rams are -5.
So that's like a 6 to a 10, right?
Yeah. So therefore, the Rams will give you the ball, and that means the Broncos will take the ball away from you.
Yeah, they will give it to you.
So if Denver can't march down the field, long drives, the best thing they can do is take the ball away from the Rams to create short fields. So if the Rams turn the ball over twice, I think they lose. That's a given right there because they've been known to turn the ball over. So it's about
I can leave yesterday. I can say yesterday what you just said. I agree to that. The only thing that made me feel sick about that is they just say they turn that motherfucker over and got down. The quarterback got to go 70 yards.
No, I get that, but in most
cases, the quarterback got to go 30 yards, it's a different. If he got to go 20 yards, it's a different. If it's a scoop and scope, it's a different. But if they got that, they say they need to go in the red zone and he got to go 80. Shit, I don't think he can go 80.
Yeah, but
that's why I said that's why I say under on this game. That's why I say under on this game. But I'm gonna take the Rams.
I think it's still a benefit though.
The safety better be got down the Broncos though, but I take the Rams. I believe the Rams will win the game. I'm going over the quarterback. I don't know nothing about the quarterback. I just don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
That's just like the next game we coming up. Next game we coming up on too. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Arizona Cardinals. But Arizona Cardinals starting, I don't know the quarterback. I don't even know him. I don't know nothing about it.
Sorely.
I got to go Tampa Bay. I got to go Tampa Bay all the way. If Kyler Murray playing, I'd probably go. I'll go Arizona probably. But I don't know that man. I don't know nothing about him. I got to go there. I got to go. I got to take Tampa Bay over these folks. Tampa Bay need to get bad too. I got to take Tampa Bay over Arizona. You think Arizona gonna win the game?
They shouldn't. And if Tampa Bay loses, it's shot for them because Arizona's terrible against the pass. They terrible against the run. They not getting to the quarterback.
They got to blitz you. They got to blitz you to get any kind of pass rush.
Yes, but would it shock me if Tampa end up in some ugly ass game? 16-13, playing down to the level of competition.
I don't believe they're playing out to the level of competition. I just believe Tampa Bay can score them 17.
They are at that level.
They can't put them 17. They don't ever number 17 points a game. So What you just said wouldn't shock me. That wouldn't shock me at all. If the score was that, because I don't see Tampa Bay scoring that many points. They may put up 20, but they average 17 points a game. So
that's sad if they don't. That's real sad if they don't against that secondary. But they've been so terrible at the line of scrimmage on both sides, though, that it kind of explains why. Like, y'all don't even try to run the football because that offensive line can't get any push. Y'all done had injuries on that. You look at the defensive line. The defensive line has been underachieving. Like, it's terrible. Everybody knows that knows football. When you that bad, I don't care how many sexy names you got at wide receiver, how many first-round picks you spend on 6'2" corners that can run. It doesn't matter if you terrible and you soft as hell at the line of scrimmage on both sides. If Tampa run the football a little bit, that'll be a completely different football team right now. But that defense on the field way too much too.
The defense ain't got no pad rush. They big pad rush are gone. What is Shaq Barrett? I think that's his name. Big pad rush gone. They can't.
Well, they wasn't really built for nobody else to get to the quarterback like that. Like, that's not really Levante David's job.
That's why I said he been
regressing. Yeah, Devin White been regressing since they won that Super Bowl. He haven't played up to par. They got problems, and it all starts at that line of scrimmage for them.
That's true.
Even though Fournette bragged about being overweight, man,
he ain't got nothing going on. You can look at Fournette. You can tell he's the type of guy. He done got that ring. It's over with. He got that ring. It's over with. Tom Brady can't even get up out of him. It's over with. When he first got there, he seen the opportunity to get a championship. One play with Tom Brady, let's do it. He done got the ring. It's over with. A lot of players you see like that. You win your championship, you cross your legs. It's a few that they like to come do it over and over again, like keep on doing.
Yeah, that's why I had three boys in my mock draft.
They can build themselves up to come back and want to do that again and get that same passion, the same emotion. Everybody ain't got that in them.
Right.
With all that being said, Tampa Bay still supposed to beat these folks conventionally, no questions asked. The reason why I say they're supposed to beat the convention, no questions asked, even though they ain't got no pay, where they paying a quarterback who ain't never played in the NFL before in his life. I think this is his first NFL start. If this is his first NFL start, he should be a little slow. So if he's a little slow, that means that pass rush should get an extra couple seconds to get at him. They should get at him. The question is, can Tampa Bay give up 6 points to Arizona in Arizona and beat them?
Yeah. I think Tampa can win by a touch. And I think Tampa can win by a touch because Arizona's that bad on both sides of the football.
I feel the same way. I feel like Dad can cover Tampa Bay. Dad and Tampa Bay Buccaneers can cover the 6 point. Reason why, because I can see that defense making a couple plays, doing some plays, getting crucial interceptions. You can't keep getting Dad a bite of the apple. I believe this will be Tampa Bay highest scoring game they score all year. I don't know how many points they'll score, but I believe this will be the highest scoring game they score all year. On a simple reason fact, because Dad gonna get a lot of bites at the apple, and they should get it clicking, and they get on track this game. Over and under 41.5. You think that's too many points, or that's not enough points?
I'll take the under, but I'll take Tampa to cover most of them points. I think I agree. I don't think this will be the highest scoring game of the year because they scored 31 against Kansas City a few weeks ago.
I didn't know that. I'm glad you said that. I didn't know that.
Arizona.
I didn't know that. I'm glad you said that. I didn't know that. I thought it was something. I thought they had scored like 26 or something.
Yeah. I
thought it was 26 or something. I didn't know that, but I can see this game. They put up at least 26 to 28 points. Because they're gonna get a lot of bite at the apple. They'll get Tom Brady finna see the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that this is a get right game. I call this a get right game for them, and they need one bad. So I say they be the second highest scoring game. I say the second highest scoring game. I say under 2. The only reason why I'm gonna say under because I don't think Arizona gonna be able to come to the party.
Yeah.
That's my bottom line on it. I can see under 2. Only way I see Arizona coming to the party. I mean, only way I see this if they scoring over. If Dad them gonna got them score 31 points or 34 points and give up 7 or 10 points. I don't see them getting no more than maybe 7-10 to the most against Arizona, but I don't see them scoring 34.
Yeah.
So I say under 2, 41 and a half.
Like I said, I think it'll be. Yeah, I think it'll be a blowout, but I can see Arizona. Not Arizona. I can see Tampa winning 24-6, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something. I can see that too. I can see that too. That is Sunday. I believe that is Sunday night game.
Yeah.
Is that a Sunday night game? No, I don't think that's a Sunday night game.
Hold on.
I know that's the last game on Sunday though. I know that for the that's the last game on Sunday. It is the Sunday night game. It is the Sunday night game. That is the Christmas Sunday night game.
Yep, 4-10 Arizona, 6-8 Tampa.
Lord have mercy. Last game of the week, week 16,
we got
man.
more wins than the Buccaneers.
I'm talking about another Lord have mercy game, man, for real. Monday night, Chargers at Colts. I don't know if you know this or not, but they have some bench Matt Riley.
The Chargers okay though, a little bit.
The game is just like the game, just like the Sunday night game, man. Please. They just bench Matt Ryan, Nick Foles. We starting his first game for the Colts against the Chargers in Indianapolis. I ain't got that long to talk about this game. I ain't got to talk about this game that long, man. I like the Chargers to beat these folks. Chargers fight for the playoff line, man. Come on with the joke. You think the Colts can win this game?
No, I'm gonna take the Chargers. You know, even though we got a very unusual scare from the Colts last week against Minnesota, that they was able to jump out on them 33-0. But does that say more about Minnesota or the Colts?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
We've seen the Colts jump up and beat some teams though.
Seen the Colts beat Kansas City. Hold on. You say you see the Colts beat some teams. Let me see what they roughly is.
It ain't two plural.
They 4-8-1, right?
Yep.
They 4-8-1. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's one team I'd be like, damn, they beat Kansas City. I don't even know who the other 3 teams they beat.
That was weeks ago, though.
I don't even know who they was. Like, you saw that Kansas City game stuck out like, oh, yeah, they beat Kansas City.
I'm going to bring it up.
I'm saying, but that stuck out.
Oh, yeah,
they beat Kansas City.
We know about Kansas City.
Who else did they beat that we could be like, they tied with Houston? They beat the Raiders. Yeah, they beat the Raiders. They beat the Raiders on Jeff Saturday first coaching game. The reason why I know they beat the Raiders, they beat the Raiders, because it was Jeff Saturday first coaching game. They beat the Raiders. Yep. So they ain't, man. Nick Foles started. Mike, what the name is? The quarterback for the Chargers. Justin Herbert. Man, he got Mike Williams out there at Keenan Allen. They finna beat them. They ain't got a chance. They finna beat them. I don't see the Colts winning at all. They ain't got a chance. Out there playing. I don't see them winning at all. I don't see the Colts.
Don't have a choice but to beat them.
Yeah, Chargers. You said the Chargers ain't got a choice but to beat them? What you just said? That what you said? The Chargers ain't got no choice but to beat them?
I mean, they playing for their playoff lives too.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm saying we're on the same boat. Yeah, you're right. Feel the same way. But when it comes to the numbers, though, can they give them 3.5 points and beat them? Yeah.
Yep, I get the Chargers over. They can crack them by 4 or more.
I say yeah too, just because I believe
they're that much better than the Colts right now.
I believe they is too. The reason why I say yeah, they can get them 3.5 points. I say they'll cover the 3.5 points. Because Justin got all it. He got, I think, what his name is? What the quarterback name? Justin Herbert, and that's his name. I believe Justin Herbert. I'm sorry, I don't want to say his name. I want to say his name right.
Justin
I think he got all the weapons out there. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. I'm saying Eckler. I say yeah, they cover 3 points. I don't think the coach can keep up. Nick Foles don't know them folks like that. Hell no. I say the coach keep up. They're gonna be at the crib though. They're gonna probably be loud a little bit. Monday night, it'll be a little loud out the crib. It'll be a little hype. But I say the Chargers go out there and beat them, cover the 3.5 points. Over and under 46.5. You think they're gonna up the score? That's too many points.
Ooh. It's hard to say, man, because that Colts defense played pretty good too. I know they're 11th in the league right now overall. They play the run pretty decent. Colts the Chargers don't really want to run the ball that much, but Eckler will give you some yards and some touchdowns. I think, but the Chargers so damn inconsistent, man.
They got the same part of devil got. Coach ain't shit.
I'll take the under.
46.5.
Yeah.
46.5.
You will take a team with all of that talent and end up in a 17-10 game constantly.
I'm gonna say under. The reason why I'm gonna say
I'm
gonna say under though, the Colts ain't gonna be able to keep up. I had no faith in Nick Foles. I had no faith. To score 46 to get over that 46.5, they got to score 20. I don't see Nick Foles them scoring 20 points. I can see the Chargers putting up at least a dub or better.
The last time we saw Nick Foles, he was stinking up the joint.
With the Bears, wasn't he?
I believe it was the Bears. It was
yes,
some
so I don't. They don't have their running back. They don't have their running back. Taylor, what the name? Jonathan Taylor. He got for the year.
Yeah.
And I say under. They ain't got. They can't. They ain't gonna be able to keep up. I say under the 46.5. Chargers cover the 3.5. Out of all the 4 games coming up, man. Out of all the 4 games, I think the Green Bay Miami game should be the most interesting game. I think out of all the 4 games out of the coming up, this game right here will be the most interesting game. You got a game you think be more interesting than the Green Bay Miami for the with the 4 games that coming on this week Sunday?
No, I agree. This is the only game I actually look forward to watching. I mean, I'm gonna watch all 4 games, but this is the only game I actually really look forward to watching, man.
Yeah, I feel the same. I ain't gonna say I feel the same. I'm gonna watch all the game, but that game come on at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna be on that one. But I believe I'm gonna be on that one. I'm gonna be on that one here. Halftime can change that though. Miami got the talent to change it at halftime. Yeah, they changed at halftime. They had the talent to have that change. I don't think they will, but I think this would be the game to watch. This would be the most interesting game out of all the games. So we ain't got them 4 games coming on between Sunday and Monday. Everything went down sad. When they bought out to everything went down sad.
Yeah.
We done had these folks about 47 minutes, man. Let these folks know how to get in touch with you want so we can let them go.
For all your Detroit Lions content coverage, look at the handle. That's at the Av Lions. At the Av Lions. Hit the channel up on YouTube. Like and subscribe, please. Greatly appreciate it.
No, for real. This your boy Moore Drive, man. Y'all know I represent Know That Sport to the Philly, man. Know That Sport podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity on all podcast platforms, man. Y'all know how to find me. I'm the easiest person in the world to find. You can find me if you can't find nobody else. I fuck with folks who fuck with me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Nah, for real. Same bet time, same bet channel. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.